Made an awful lot of preparations. I'm extremely pleased from where we're at in the city of Fargo, not only with the sandbag production, but with all the construction of the levee dikes. We're also pleased, very pleased with the public's response. Maybe that's the good news of having 3 in a row. They're tired too, and so forth about the process. One of the things that this community understands well is we do whatever is necessary to accomplish any goals.
Well, I think we've been very encouraged this year because we've had more time to prepare than we've ever had. But as we get into environmental tragedies, I think it's only right that we take a moment of silence for what happened in Japan. Here we have a national disaster that's absolutely devastating. So we just thought maybe we'd just take a moment here to think of all those victims and how that community has suffered. We'd like to say is that we've had a good month of preparation. We're far ahead that we were in 209. We only had a week to 10 days to prepare for that. The disability with our ability when you have more time is that you have an opportunity to work out things, plan better, and do a lot less sandbagging this year than we hope we ever had to do.
We had a goal of needing, I think, a little bit better than 3 million sandbags, and I had predicted it would take 20 to 30 days to complete that effort, and Commissioner Mahoney and I ended up having a wager on it. I took 30, he took 20. It took us 22 days, so it looks like I lost.
So I was given this morning. The Fargo Public Schools had 7,315 hours. The total number of sandbag filling volunteer hours is 47,295 hours. So we have a list of all the people, but we certainly we don't want to miss anybody, but Fargo school system is number 1, and the Fargo Catholic schools are number 2. So
once the decision is made as far as when the delivery will start to take place, we, the police department, will do just what we've done the last 2 years, and we'll be providing escorts for those delivery trucks. And as those trucks are being conveyed through the city, the one thing that we will ask for again is the public's assistance in trying to avoid traveling on some of those major arterials where that truck traffic is going to be the heaviest.
Then I just want to re-echo what Bonnie said too. Thanks to the many volunteers that came out and have made that initial sandbag production effort successful, and we hope those same volunteers will return to help place those bags when that time comes.
We begin this evening with a valley flood alert as Fargo begins its final step in preparing for Flood Fight 2011.
Good evening, everyone. Thanks so much for tuning in. City leaders are asking us to get ready to throw some sandbags, but there's a lot to be done before those bags are delivered.
Valley News Team's Emily Welker is live in South Fargo tonight to explain what the city needs to stay dry. Emily?
Rob and Mike, we've got about a week, maybe just a little bit less, until those sandbags start arriving at some folks' front doors. And if you're not getting them, chances are some of your neighbors will. The city is asking everybody to start preparing now to clear the way for that 4 to 6 day process of delivering the bags and then stacking them up. And then, of course, monitoring them for as long as Mother Nature chooses to keep the water up.
It does certainly look like we have some concerns to talk about with respect to flooding. And it starts this weekend with a light shower, the way it's looking now, Saturday into Sunday. But take a look at these temperatures. 45 gorgeous degrees on Saturday with south winds really returning the warmth. So the melting returns in earnest. We'll kiss 50 on Sunday. Mild weather for the first day of spring. That starts late in the night on Sunday. And then the first full day of spring transition hits in a big way. Could be a reversal into some wintry weather as we close out the weekend heading into next week.
Well, speaking of helping our neighbors, Fargo Cass Public Health is asking us all to check in on elderly people who are sick or mobility challenged. Vulnerable folks living on their own can get registered by calling public health in the event they need to be evacuated with the flood. The number to call, 241-1360. There are already evacuation plans in place for people living in assisted living.
The National Weather Service says we could use some help from Mother Nature. Above freezing temperatures during the day would lessen the chances of flooding later. And the longer the melt is delayed, the bigger the chance the water will move all at once.